Sul, hello, and Labas. Today is Lent, but it is not Lent in Lithuania. So we're going to cancel that holiday. I'm just going to do a few little build mode changes to their house, and then we will check in with the family. All right, so we are here. I've revamped Vilkas's shed. This guy is being a little bit of a brat. Seamus, I'm talking about you, bud. You are refusing to do what I told you to do. Thanks. You're also refusing to do what I told you to do. Also, thanks. But today is little Darius's birthday. Oh, too cute. So Vilkas is just gonna make him a little cake. Okay, baby's tired. Tell her a bedtime story about the warrior she'll be one day. Oh, totally. And then you can get the mail. Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go. So it seems like that's taken care of. And we're going to go ahead and add these birthday candles to this cake. And it is now Darius's little birthday. So Darius, it's you, buddy. Oh, and really quickly, while they're doing that, I'll show you the new house. All right, so this is the new shed for Vilkas and his family. I figured they've been here for a while now. I don't even know how long they've been here for. It's 1315. I think he got here in 1307, so it's been several years, and I figure while it may have been a bit run down when he first got here, he would have worked on improving it for his family. So this is their new, kind of like kitchen. It's still pretty small, and dining. They've got some bathroom stuff through here, and then they've actually built down since it's so cold in the winter time here. They've gone ahead and built down, so they now have a basement level, and that way as well I figure it's easier to fortify in case you get raided, and maybe easier to protect, who knows. But yeah, this is it. Just everyone sleeps down here together, and there's a little potty. Nothing too crazy. Just, a few little updates to the home. But it is currently our Vilkas's heir's birthday for a child birthday. So let's have this kid blow out his candles and see if he's gonna make it.
Oh, Torky.
And he has aged up to be a klepto. Interesting choice, Darius. Okay. What is your aspiration going to be? Number 7. Slumber party animal. The life of the party. Very interesting, my buddy. We'll go ahead and modify him in cast, and then we'll do his roll of Destiny. He's got bad teeth too. Oh my gosh, I feel like all of my kids lately have got bad teeth. Okay, well, you know what? I love this hair for you, buddy. Oh, I guess we probably don't need you to make that face. He has definitely got his mom's face structure. These sharp cheekbones and a wide forehead. Definitely. Okay, bud, let's get you going. All right, so here he is. Oh, so cute. So cute. We're going to go ahead and do his roll and see if he's going to make it. Okay, what Darius cannot roll is a 3, a 9, or a 19. The first one doesn't count, and this is the first one, so let's see how he goes. He's fine. He's made it totally fine. He survives. Congratulations, Darius. We're very happy for you, my dude. Well, while these guys are kind of, just living their lives, I thought it might be nice to spend the day with them because it's been a long time since we've actually hung out here in Lithuania for an extended period of time. And I kind of miss them. I think they're such a unique family. And, you know, their family's growing, they're getting bigger, they're just so dang cute. But while we're here, we can talk about some things that happened in Lithuania during this kind of period that are a little bit of a big deal. So one thing that I skipped over in 1313 was that in 1313, a city called Bison was attacked by Heinrich von Plotzky and his men. At this point in time, Karl von Trier had taken over as Grand Master for the order, the Teutonic Order. And, oops, can you please, Agla, potty train Seamus? Oh, yep, he's destructive. I kind of got that vibe from him. So Karl von Trier had taken over for the Grand Master of the Teutonic Order, and he was a really good choice because he was able to communicate really well with the French Pope, which was important at this point in time. So he was able to sort of like do a lot of good in terms of making sure that the Teutonic Order was well taken care of. However, what's interesting about Karl von Trier is that he actually had very different, oh no you don't buddy. He had a different perspective on what the order should be doing. So Karl von Trier actually had pretty different worldview to most of the order, what most of the order wanted. He first of all wanted to make peace with Poland. He wanted to reduce the issues that were going on in Livonia, and he wanted to reduce the speed of the war with Lithuania, which was a really unpopular feeling because Lithuania was the last holdout, like we've already talked about before. So he wanted to establish a base that could be their base of operations in Lithuania. And so he sent two groups of men, one on a series of boats and another by foot. The ones on the boats up the river and the other to Ragnet. Now, I have looked up how to say these, but I haven't been able to find any guidance on how they should be said. So instead, I'm just doing the best I can with the pronunciation based off of a guess. In 1315, the Samogitians went up to Ragnet and they made it unnoticed, arriving before the alarm was given. The garrison who were there at that keep were startled into the keep, and the Lithuanians knew that they couldn't get in because keeps were basically designed to withhold forces. There was no way that they were going to be able to overcome that. So what Vytenis did is he actually burned the fields before the fields could be harvested. Rather than trying to fight for this keep that he knew he wasn't going to be successful with gaining, he said, well, that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all of your food. But 6 weeks later, they went to Christ-Mamel with 2 war machines, with 61 Russian archers, and with a whole bunch of men. And his plan was to pile wood around the garrison and create a fire hot enough basically to either crack the walls or to suffocate the garrison who were inside of there. And so what they did was they started collecting all of this wood to be able to do that, right? Why don't you tell your sister a bedtime story? That would be really nice of you. As for you, why don't you go talk to that chicken? So Grandmaster Karl von Trier heard that Vytenis had amassed his forces at the keep at Christ-Mamel, and so he summoned his forces, but he had to delay in order for all of his men to get there in time. So he sent originally ahead of everyone 10 knights and 150 men while he was waiting for the rest of his forces to arrive. Of course, Vytenis anticipated that that would happen, and so he prevented them from getting there, which forced the Crusaders to be able to do nothing more than just harass his men while they were building up all of this wood. And that's how it stalled out for a little while. But 17 days later, the relief army finally got to Christ-Mamel, and Vytenis didn't want to attack the keep, but knew that it was his last chance to pull his plan together. So he set the fire, and all of his men, thousands of men, rushed forward with as much wood as they could carry, trying to add the last bits on to try and, finish the job. But that meant that they were unprotected, and the archers inside of the keep and those men who'd been just sort of held off for a while just started raining arrows down on them, and people were dying fast. It was really out of control, and so Y.1315 ordered them to stop and retreated. Now, this is a really interesting moment because essentially this is the last that we hear of Y.1315. Like, nobody knows what happened to him. There is a legend of him dying by lightning, but this seems like it was probably a mistake in the translation of the name of his successor. So we don't really know what happened to Y.1315, but this is the last that we hear of him. And after 1315, he's not going to be Grand Duke of Lithuania anymore. Oh, Vilkas, I'm really sorry. I wish that he could, oh, Agla, playing with Seamus. Oh, a little buddy. Agla's genes seem to be so strong. Like, Darius got her face shape, Seamus got her hair color. Seamus, are you sleepy? Yeah, okay. These guys are just such a nice little family. Now tomorrow it is this little baby Jonas's birthday. So I think we're gonna go ahead and age him up now so that we can spend all of the day tomorrow with the main family. But I thought it would be nice to just check in with these guys, see how they're going. I love them so much. I think they're a really cute little family. Where are you going, Darius? Go to sleep, bud. Intense? Isn't your sister intense? Yes. Fantastic. Okay, let us modify this little Bubs and Cass, and then just finish off the night here. Now, I think it might be nice for Agla, and actually, Vilkas, have you reached top swordsmanship? Yes, you have. Then you can practice some archery. And Agla, why don't you just bounce baby, kiss baby, and put him to bed. Oh, these guys are just the cutest. I love them. If you guys enjoy spending time here in Lithuania, let me know, because I know that really with this challenge, we're meant to follow one family more, this one branch, the one line. He is so cute and precious, and I love him. And I love him. And I love him. And Oshara upstairs, all by yourself. I love you too, kid. But I know that we're technically supposed to follow really our main family more than anything, but I'd like to spend some more time here in Lithuania. It's just so hard because time goes so quickly. While you don't want infants and toddlers for any more than the amount of time that you have them, 4 days just feels like such a quick amount of time, especially when we talk about history. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I've just loaded into the main pain family. Edgar and Dovile apparently have a difficult family dynamic, and our ducks have passed away from starvation. So everyone's a little bit on the depressed side. I think we're just gonna get everyone kind of like settled in and off to bed. Oh, Huxley. I'm so sorry. It's been such a rough time, buddy. It is rough when all the animals are passing. I think as well Huxley has a harder time with that because his parents both died pretty abruptly from illness, and then his older brother died from exploding cereal, if you remember. So I think Huxley has a really tough time with loss. So this famine is probably really starting to scare him now that they don't have any animals left. And our beehives, our bees have started to die. So we've only got, you know, 2 beehives at the moment. Well, the 2 younger boys are out here playing on the old monkey bars. Dovile and Idis are chatting. Oh my gosh, I was really worried they were like arguing just then. Sif's out here working on our laundry. She hates the outdoors. I didn't know that. She's also overheating. Sif, why? Oh dear. Today is Easter, so we are going to go ahead and head out to a holiday ceremony, all of us together, to attend, we'll call it like, you know, a service that they're all going off to attend right now. So they'll be gone for a little bit and we will check back in with them when they return, you know? And we are all back. Huxley, why don't you compliment your wife's appearance? He wants to, you know, be friendly with her, and then you two can even do a little Easter woohoo, even though I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to. And you can definitely play with emotion. And Eadwulf, you can keep working on the old looty loot, play with some emotion as well. Man, Esmond, I think, is so jealous of his brother's loot. He really wants to play any instrument, but he's not big enough yet. Maybe he'll get one for his birthday as well. And, Edgar, buddy, it's kind of weird that you're standing right there. They love joining cooking, the kids do. Maybe that means that they don't have enough activities to do. They're like, what are we supposed to do around here? Today's the last day of 1315. We do have a few more things. Yes, you can love cooking, Gree. That's great for you. We have to deal with our taxes, but we've got a few things in here, so I will compile everything all together. Esmond, just stand in here, huh? Interesting. Ugh, I love these guys so much. After we've finished getting everyone fed, we're gonna head on out to, I don't know where we're gonna go, but we're gonna go somewhere. Maybe Gree will go by herself because she wants to go somewhere for the holiday and nobody else seems to mind that much about it, but I think after she finishes with this honey, it would be really nice for her to go and be thankful to Sif, who, you know, ended up raising them basically. She's been around for a really long time, and I think that Gree values that, you know. Okay, or you can curse. That's a choice. Please be thankful. Thank you. Okay, so all in all this year we've earned 5,689. 20% of that is 1137. Now the question is really, where should we go? So I decided that Gree probably, she's feeling a bit bold. I think that's obvious. She probably dragged her brother along here. She was like, oh yeah, they've got horses. It'll be great. So her brother's here to practice riding horses, and she's here, of course, to chit-chat with her crush, Ernan. But I thought as well while we were here that I was just going to take care of the taxes. So before we hit play and see what chaos inevitably ensues, we owe 1,137 from the money that we earned this year. So now we're going to have 27,903. Whoops. Okay, guys. Why don't you say howdy to these horsies? I kind of feel like I'm just gonna let Gria do whatever Gria's gonna do, because she's a bit of a wild child, I'll say that for her. But since it is Easter, I also thought, you know, what probably would happen is that since it's Easter and there's a famine, I do feel like it's very likely that the Earl would have a possible, you know, outcome, you know, that the Earl would organize some stuff for some of the peasant families. I don't feel like he would do stuff for everyone, but we can do a roll and see if our family is going to get lucky in terms of getting something from the Lord as a gift. We haven't yet been successful with getting anything from him, but maybe this will be the time. Kind of shocked these two are talking to each other. They don't get along very well, I don't think. This is Ernan's sister. She has the evil trait while Ernan has the good trait. You're knitting, Guri, you're so funny. You've come into somebody else's home and you're knitting there. Such a strange girl. Okay, so we're gonna roll a d20. And we got the number 7, which is still nothing, so we didn't get anything from the Earl, unfortunately. Ooh, okay. Man, this day has taken a long time to record. It has been a little glitchy today, the game. Oh, yep, there we go. Are we talking? Are we clicking? Like, what's our deal here? How are you going? Why don't you mount this horse and go for a relaxed ride together again? Now, yeah, in the holiday reset, when we traveled, like, very strange, but oh, cute. I like them chatting like this. Now, what I was going to say is that I don't know exactly how long this episode's going to be. It's felt kind of strange to me. It's kind of hard to tell when it has not been the smoothest journey in terms of our recording. Today's been a little bit hit or miss for me, but hopefully it comes out to be a full episode, a full 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Eadwulf, you're too much. Man, his sister will not get out of their business, you know what I mean? But something that I wanted to bring up before the end of this episode, while we're, you know, here, I mean, it doesn't matter where we are, but something I wanted to bring up before the end of this episode was that if you have, you know, potential husbands or wives for our children, for Gree, for Eadwulf, for Esmond, who will be a teenager soon, for all of our kiddos, then please upload them to the gallery with the hashtag PlumBobsDecades. I've decided that for everyone in town except for the witches, because they have magic, and except for the Earl, everyone else is going to get rolled for, and so we're probably going to lose a lot of our population for our town, which gives us a chance to now move people in. Hopefully they fix the for rent bugs. If they do, then we'll be able to move in the townies that have been created that are incredible really soon. But unless that, we'll have to wait until our townies, you know, don't survive the famine to be able to. So yeah, if you have any potential prospects for our guys, oh my goodness. I wish you didn't look so scared, buddy. But if you have any potential marriage prospects or romantic interests, or just, you know, somebody that you think would be a good match for our little dudes, then feel free to put them in the gallery under the hashtag PlumBobsDecades, because a lot of them are coming up for marrying age. We don't have enough serfs available even across the whole world. And, you know, we won't have everyone in the town by the end of the Great Famine. So if you want your Sims to be a part of our story, drop them in there. What a flirty girl. Oh, they've got romance now. Well, I think that's quite enough, Gree. So we're going to go ahead and head home. You can dismount that horse, buddy. And then we'll get these two guys home and leave this year here. So I hope that you're going to take a bath in their home. Gree, you are too comfortable sometimes. I hope everyone's enjoyed this half of the year, and thanks for, oh my goodness, buddy. Thanks for watching, and I will see everyone at 1316, at which point we will be halfway through the famine. Bye-bye, everyone.